Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's Friday night, and we are feeling right. I hope you are too. We're here. We're live. We're ready to rock and roll. Just fixing up a couple of things. Don't mind me. We got to get some peeps on. The link is dropped. If anybody would like to come and join us, you are welcome. You're all welcome. What movie is that? You're all welcome. I don't know. I can't remember. It's not coming to me off the top of my head. Exit full screen. What the hell did I do? I'm making a mess here, people. Making a mess. Here we go. All right. It's Friday night. Is everyone ready to talk some watches? What do we think? What do we think? I see some JJ comebacks in the crowd. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. We need Kelso on here. Kelso to discuss. If Kelso wants to discuss, then we will discuss. He's going to meet some demands. I called Kelso the other day, and he ignored the call. Kelso ignored the call, folks. So you have to take it up with the Kelso. See what his deal is. But yeah, that's what it is. Let's see. What do we got going on? Everyone can hear me, right? In the chat, just let me know. Pretty sure I'm good, but can someone confirm you can hear me loud and clear? That would be greatly appreciated if you could let me know. Let's see. What do we got going on here? Loud and clear. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Let's see. What do we got? Let's start it off. We got Robert starting us off with a super chat. That's how we like to do it. $2. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday to you, Robert. Greatly appreciated. I'm about to open a package. I got some new knives. I'm going to play with some knives as we talk watches. We got Rufus. Rufus says, JJ, come back. When JJ's here, man, there's nowhere to come back to. If you're talking about that abysmal show, nah, I can't do that, man. I can't do it. It's just tough. It's too tough, man. It's too tough. Can't do it. Can't save the sinking ship twice, Just cannot do it. We got the night diver in the house. Good to see you. Got my good friend Philip in the house. Philip Hurst Media. Make sure you guys subscribe to Time Panda 24 on YouTube. Check out Philip's videos. He is good to go. He made me some really cool watches I want to showcase. And we're going to probably get a watch going soon. If anybody wants to get down with a watch, just got to work out some pricing and whatnot and some logistics, and we'll see how it goes. But stay tuned for that announcement. Should be fun. We got a $10 super chat. Thank you, Mobster. Greatly appreciated. He says, I want to see knives and Louis Vuittons. JJ, show us your knives and Louis V's sometime. How about Sunday? You wanted to see that Sunday? I don't have it set up right now to just start putting out some stuff, but maybe I could set up the camera. What do you want to see, Mobster? Just you want to see the big Louis bags, like the duffels and stuff, or you want to see just the small wallets and little cases? I don't know if I could fit I would have to figure out how I'm going to fit the backpacks and the duffels and all that, or maybe I could take some pictures. Unless you want to see it live. Knives, I have a million of them, man. I just looked. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 21. And I have the other case holds 54, but it's not full. Yeah, there's a lot. I have quite a bit. Yeah, we could do that. We could definitely do that. I'll pull out the display. I'll show the knives on the display. Maybe we'll split it up. I'll do a knife night, and then I'll do the Louis stuff. I'll get some pictures. We'll see how it goes. We got AB in the house, member of the crew. Thank you for being. If you want to be a member of the crew too, guys, just click that join button down below. Any level gets you access to some of our private vids, but most importantly, it gets you access to our WhatsApp group. We got 100 members, all big watch collectors, all, talking about news articles, watches that they have, wristwatch checks, experiences buying and selling, stuff like that, jokes and all that good stuff. So it's definitely worth checking out. And speaking of buying and selling, Oh, guys, what a headache I'm facing. Hopefully, I need to get some people on. I'm going to drop the link, man. I need to bounce some ideas off, but I've been having a real headache of a time with this new watch move I'm making. Usually, everything goes kind of smooth, a couple bumps in the road, maybe here or there, but this has been a real pain in the ass. And I'm going to tell you some some of the experiences I've been having. It's been an interesting ride. To say the least. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I definitely want to fill you in on what's been happening. JJ has been wheeling and dealing, and he hasn't been doing very good. So um, maybe you guys could weigh in, let me know what's going on. All right, let's see what's Night Diver saying. It's probably for the best, JJ. You have a good thing going on your own channel. Oh yeah, you're talking about the walrus from down under. Look, I just don't want to be part of his toxic, ways. Like it's always the same bullshit. It's like being with an abusive husband. I beat you because I love you. It's like, dude, I saved your bacon last time you got robbed, and Tim was kicking the shit out of you. Brought all the people over from here, and you destroyed everything because you're a fool. And then you got ditched by Bear anyway. So smart businessman. But yeah, I'm not doing that twice. I'm just not doing it. Fuck him. I'd rather just do my own thing here. I don't want to talk about brigades from Dave the Billionaire. I'm not interested in that. Although I will be talking about a brigade tonight, which I do like. So we can get into that. He also asked, do you have Chris Reeves? Yes, I do. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have six Chris Reeves knives. I can show you those. I have one really special one. It's a really good one. I'll show that Sunday. I'll do some reveals. Maybe we'll get some chats going, some questions and good stuff for that. All right, let's see. We got the Ghost of Yiddish Gambino. Hello, sir. Good to see you. He says, hello, watch people. We have a super chat from Ali. Thank you, Ali. Greatly appreciated. Ali Reza 555. He says, I want to see JJ's collection of ball cap innuendo. What do you mean ball cap innuendo? Back when he used to deliver pizzas in the I like big titties and tight kitties ball cap. I've never worn any ball caps other than plain or Watch Hangout recently, or Mets. You all know I'm a big New York Mets fan, so those are pretty much what you see me in, minus the blue hat that I used to wear all the time before the Watch Hangout hat. It's funny? Someone asked me, "Oh, you didn't wear the hat?" When I met them in person, I'm like, I never wear that hat. It doesn't leave the basement. That's only like the studio hat. You know what I mean? I used to always wear it because of the headphones. It used to give me a massive headache, and it would like take the headache away. It would help with the headache. It would block it. I don't know, maybe just the way it fit. I don't. And then once I switched to different headphones, it became like part of the uniform. So yeah, but I do have quite a collection of Mets hats. If you want to see that, I don't know who the hell would want to see that, but I have it. Yeah, watch deals can be. I'm going to get into it because I'm gonna have to. Usually, I don't do this. I don't call out dealers, but stay tuned because I'm gonna call out one dealer who really tried to shank me, and I didn't even respond to him. I was gonna write something nasty back, but then I realized it wasn't even worth it. So yes, JJ and his quest for the mythical day date. Indeed, I think JJ has. I don't know. Yiddish got a thing. He wants to see me. I'm growing the horns. I want to be the next pontiff. When the white smoke comes out, I'll turn the camera on and I will have 2 jelly beans on the sides of my temples. All right, let's see. What do we got here? No biggie, Sal. Thank you, Sal. Appreciate the super chat. $5. Keeping the lights on here. You guys are keeping the utilities on tonight. Greatly appreciated. Says, spill the beans, brother JJ. You are in a safe place and nobody's watching. Yes, indeed, I will. I'm going to tell the story. I just want to get through the chat and then we will get into it. Let's see. Gen G is about to get banned. Don't ever disrespect the Mets. We don't appreciate that. That goes for you as well. What's up, BT Boss Man? Good to see you. Come out and meet the Mets. Yeah, meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. We had Timely in the house. Welcome, Timely. Rufus says, where can we find hangout hats? Dude, Bob NYC graciously made those for us. Very generous member of the crew. Always appreciate Bob. Great guy and very generous. Always hooks the guys up. He went out of his way to ask me for the logo and made them. He made them on his own. And he said, here, give these out to the guys. He made me like 50 of them. Dude, the hats were like 40. They were like $40 a piece. They were dry fit. They were awesome. I gave them all out. Like I gave a bunch out at Watch Time New York to everyone who came to the dinner. I've been giving them out as prizes for the monthlies. By the way, guys, I know Mobster got the yearly prize. I have most of his stuff packed aside here. I got to send out stuff to Burbing Hard and a bunch of other winners. I did not forget you guys. Just bear with me. I've just been like super tied up, but I have all your stuff. But I have one hat left, and it's the one that I wear. I went to remake them, but it's not really worth making them because if I get them and sell them, I would have to charge like $50, and it's stupid. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll work something out on like Spring Tea where we make them, and you guys could just order your own. I don't know how good the quality will be, if it'll be the same, but yeah, it's like I got to sell them for $50, and then you don't even make any money off them. So it's like kind of, I don't know, it just got kind of stupid, but whatever. We'll see. Let's see what else. You just got tickets to the Mets Dodgers in 2 weeks. Sounds very good. I'm sure you'll be rooting for the Dodgers, but what can we do? So Ali says, I will be running a race catch-up mini show soon with a special one-off race as well. Stay tuned and click that bell. Oh, nice. We're going to have a night at the races. Nice. Maybe I'll have to join for that. We'll catch everybody up. I got to mail out a bunch of stuff. I have everyone's stuff here. It's no order. I have to pick who gets what. It's a real bitch, but I'm going to get it done. I promise. Very shortly. Maybe by the end of the year. No, it'll be before the end of the year for sure. But yeah, that'd be great, Ali. Greatly appreciated. Rooting for the Yankees. You live in Ohio. What do you mean you're rooting for the Yankees? You think the Yankees like anyone from Ohio? You can't root for the Yankees. Come on, man. All right. I know a guy. Are they fully? Yeah, they're embroidered. They're not a patch. They're fully embroidered. I sent the logo and they made them. And I thought now that they have them, it would be a little cheaper, but it really wasn't. Kind of sucks, but if you know a guy, yeah, let me know. And they're a bitch to ship too. They're like at least $10 to ship, if not more, because you got to put them in a box where they don't get crushed. Hats are a pain. The only good thing is they all come in one size, unless you're Ali. You have the giant noggin. Anyway, just kidding, Ali. Let's see. Can we get anyone to join? I'm going to drop the link. By the way, guys, speaking of links, we have a new special tonight. Big shout out to our man Steve over at Leaf Cigars in Bayville. Let's present the screen. Let's do what we do best. Let's give Steve a little love. He is a fellow watch enthusiast and a cigar dealer who does hook up the Hangout. Guys, check this out. StogieSampler.com. This is his mail-in website. Dude, he hooked it up for the Watch Hangout today. The coupon code is 25% box site-wide on all boxes. Padron, Fuente, and Ashton, all included. If you buy any of the boxes of cigars, you're getting 25% off, guys. This is massive sale. Dude, Steve really hooked it up this time, so let's show him a little love. If you guys like cigars and you love watches, let's give Steve a little love over at StogieSampler.com. Thank you, Steve. Also, we always love to, give a little love to our other sponsor over there at Burdine's Jewelries. We got to always give a shout out to our boy Marco. Make sure you're checking him out. Our favorite watch dealer, watch.marco on Insta. We always like to give Marco a little plug. Give him some business. Give Steve some business. They support the channel. They support the shows. So let's give them a little love. All right, let's see. Where are we? We got Ryan Hofrey in the house. Good to see you, Ryan. Where else? Where else am I? I was going to pull up something, and now I lost it. Ali says, those are some good offerings. Thanks, BT Boss, man. Appreciate it. You can always email watchhangout@gmail.com, or you can message the Watch Hangout on Insta, or you can let me know on here, whatever you want. That's some good offerings and savings. Grab Casa Fuente, Hemingway's, Ashton. There we go. Ali knows all the good ones. VSGs and ESGs. Yeah, 25% off. That's a crazy deal. Make sure you check it out. Only that coupon code, by the way, guys, is only good for watch. It's only presented, I should say, not only good, but he only gives that out to Watch Hangout. It's not like he gives this out all over the place. So if you buy any boxes of Padron, Fuente, and Ashton, or any of them, you type in that code right up there, 25% box, capital B. Don't fike it up. All right. Thank you, Steve. Big shout out to you, my friend. Where am I? Let's see here. I kind of like doing a show alone. Fuck, nobody's bothering me. Kind of like this. I kind of like it. We got Bob in the house. There he is. Speaking of Bob, he says, I own 2 Rolex, White Sky Dweller and a Sea Dweller Redline. Thinking about selling my VC Overseas Blue, Omega Speed Racer Chrono, and Breguet 7097. What Rolex models do you think I can get from that? Oh, man. Honestly, I don't think I would sell any of those except the Omega. You got the Sky Dweller and the Sea Dweller. Those are both great watches. The VC Overseas Blue Dial is great. The Breguet is really awesome. That was my Breguet, by the way. The thing is with the Breguet, like now that Archie has one, he's kind of tainted. No, I'm only kidding. That one is a good one. The Tradition is good. With those other like steampunk looking chronographs he has, those are terrible. On the nasty NATOs, those are terrible. But what can you get? Are you looking to go big like that? I mean, the really only other thing you would get is like a Yachtmaster, I guess, but you got the good stuff. You got a white dial Sky Dweller. Unless you wanted to get something in gold. I don't know. Do you want a precious metal or do you want to stay steel? The thing is that Omega is really, they're going to ham you on a trade-in. Speaking of trade-ins, I got to tell you the story. I got to find the name of this dealer because I'm going to have to put them on blast a little tonight. But yeah, it's a tough one, Bob. Do you want to go precious metal? I need a little more info. What are you thinking? Because you got a sports model, you got a semi-dress model. And if you want to go like full dress, I would keep the VC and the Breguet because those are really nice. The thing is, the market is kind of soft on everything right now. Like dealers are not paying up. I think they're having a hard time moving inventory because they are not paying up. But yeah, they want to charge, but they don't want to pay up. Story of the lives, right? They want to charge top bucks, but they want to give you shitty money. That's Day Blue Ombre. Yeah, that's definitely a good choice. I know Bob likes the bigger watches. I'm just trying to think of something big. Yeah, that VC 1921. That's a good one. Bad time. Yeah, it's definitely a bad time to sell, dude. Nobody's get. Oh, so let me tell you that. All right, so you guys know some of my watches, right? So I'm like, you know what? I might go. I had this like kind of idea of what I want to do. So I told Marco maybe I'm going to trade the Meteorite Pepsi and the Paul Newman Daytona. Get the new Pikachu Daytona, and then a rose gold olive day date. So I find this place. They have both in stock. And I say, I'm interested in the trade. I can tell you exactly what I said. Let me see if I can find them. I think I might have deleted them because I got annoyed. But what's the name of that place? I hope I didn't delete it now. I might have deleted them. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Let me see. Sorry for the dead air. I'm just trying to trade in value. Where is it? I'm trying to type in keywords in my old. Let's see if it comes up. All right, it's not coming up. I'm not sure exactly what I did with it, but anyway, here's what happened. So I say they have those two watches. I try to make the trade. Marco tells me you're crazy. The Meteorite Pepsi is better than the Rose Gold Day Date, and the Paul Newman, even though it's going for less right now, is better than the new Pikachu. Don't do it. I said, all right, I just want to see. So they write back, well, what are you thinking? What do you want? I'm like, what do you mean? What do I want? I just told you, I want to trade the two. What's your offer? Like, what are you going to give me? So I said, I'd like to do as close to a straight trade as possible. I mean, if you're asking me, right, what am I going to say? I want to give you 20,000. I want to give you, you know what I mean? Obviously 20,000 and being ridiculous, but you know what I'm saying. So I said, I want to be as close to retail as possible. I mean, not retail, close to straight swap as possible. So they write back, so you want to trade a Meteorite Pepsi and the Paul Newman Daytona on Oysterflex for a Rose Gold Day Date, and you want to be as close as possible in trade? I'm like, no, it's two watches, the Pikachu and the Rose Gold. So he goes, oh, well, you're nowhere near, a straight trade, which is all right, fine. So I said, okay, so where are we at? What, you asked me, where do I want to be? I'm not going to start high. Obviously, I'm going to tell you I want to be as close to a straight trade as possible. So he goes, you have to add. All right, let's take a guess in the chat. Take a guess. How much do you think I would have to add for that? For let's say like a 2023 Meteorite Pepsi and a 2021 Paul Newman Daytona for two 2023 Pikachu or 2024 Pikachu and a 2023 Rose Gold Olive Day Date. Take a guess what you would think. Ali said, I wanted to drop by and show some support, but my first date night since surgery. So, yeah, JJ, ain't that sexy. Have a good show. I'll pin the StreamYard link quick, too. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Ali, enjoy your date night. Hope your shoulder is feeling well. And if anyone wants to join, hop aboard. Hop aboard. AB says 10,000. Timely says 20. Night Diver says 32,000. 32,000. Maybe 10K. All right. So I'm thinking I'll do like 5K, maybe 10K. Kelso says 10 as well. Right. I'm thinking 5, I'd like to get 5, but I could go to 10. $25,000 on top. I was like, are you fucking out of your mind? The Meteorite Pepsi goes for more than the Rose Gold Day Date by a few thousand. And then the Pikachu is going for whatever, maybe 8,000 more. So it's like a $3,000 difference. All right. So you want to crack me for an extra 5 in your pocket? Figure 8,000, right? $25,000. I wish I could find the dealer's name. It was like a Timeless Collector. That was the name of it. I should pull up the website. Timeless Collector. I didn't even respond. I was going to ask, like, can you include for the 25,000 some of the drugs that you're on? Asking for 25,000 on top of it. Oh, man, what is like? Are these guys really on drugs or something? I don't understand. Where did they come up with these numbers? Let's see if we can find this. So I had to call it out. It's just crazy, dude, craziness. Let's see. What is he asking? I'm just curious. What was he asking for that Pikachu? Maybe he had a high price on it. I don't even see it on his website anymore. Ever since I asked, and it's not even on there anymore. But yeah, bro, 25,000. Yeah, exactly. Do you get the Diddy juice for that? I didn't even respond. I was gonna write back something like, are you fucking crazy? but no, there's no way. I don't know, dude. I've been losing my mind. I've been trying to get that day date, with the Onyx dial. I messaged a few friends. They were like, oh yeah, we'll get, whatever. No response. Like nobody wants to find me this watch. I was actually thinking about calling Nico the other day and seeing Nico, if you're listening, I need a Rolex day date, yellow gold onyx style. Brian, if you're listening, I need an onyx style day date.
Hey, I'm telling you, after that offer, what you need is you don't need a colonoscopy because damn,
25,000
yeah,
for a Daytona to a Daytona, both oyster flex, both precious metal. Meanwhile, 2 years ago, well, I know it's not, yesterday's price is not today's price, but the Paul Newman was going for 85,000 and the Pikachu was going for 40.
yeah.
Now I get it. The new one's going for a little more, whatever. But
So here's the problem that I see with some of these dealers. They look at the value, they look at what watch for, and they only want to give you 55, maybe 60% of that in trade. Because they know that, if you came to them with cash, they're trying to work on 28, 30%, right? That's where they want their margins because they have to hold watches longer now.
Right.
Yeah. No longer is the days of, well, we'll just flip it and make 10% real quick. They got to hold watches longer. So they want 28 to 30%.
Yeah.
So they automatically discount, your watch for your watches that you want to trade them for whatever they figure out what they're going to retail it for. They're going to start off offering you 60% of that in trade for your watch for their watch.
Yeah. I mean, well, that place could get fucked. There's no
Yeah.
fucking way. 25,000. I thought it was gonna say 5, 10 grand, 8 grand, something like that.
Yeah.
25,000. I didn't even answer because it's like,
yeah,
bro, you're in outer space. Like first and you know what I don't like? The reason I'm calling out that place and specifically is because if you message, let's say, I don't know, Marco, right? For example, even if you don't like his price, you say, Marco, I have this and this. I want this. He'll tell you, okay, I'll give you this for this watch, this for this watch. My watch is this price. So the difference is this, right? He didn't say, what do you want to spend? Or like, what were you thinking? Like, right away, when you say, what are you thinking? You're a jerk off. You're trying to rob me. You're a jerk off. So that's the only reason I'm calling them out. Like, because, and then like, I was like, yeah, I know I'm going to have to add to the deal. And he's like, yeah, the guy's agreeing that I have to add and thinks I'm giving him a Meteorite Pepsi and a Paul Newman Daytona for just the day date. I'm like, is this guy fucking out of his mind? The Meteorite Pepsi is worth more than the day date itself. And I'm giving you a Daytona on top of it, oyster flex, precious metal, and giving you money. Holy shit. These guys are fucking crazy. I wish I could find the email so I could really put them on blast. I don't want to say I don't want to go too crazy without having the email anymore. But
here's the sad thing, because I've dealt with some, some gray market dealers that are like that. They come at me and they go, well, what do you want for it? And I'm like, no. You tell me what it's worth to you, because you know your market better than I know your market. And if they don't come back with an offer, I'm done. But the problem is they keep doing this. So that means that some idiots are doing this with them.
Right. Well, that's why I want to like put like the word, like, don't deal with these people because they're fucking stupid. Like they're trying to rob. They're looking for people to rob. Yeah. And not literally rob, obviously, but like, figuratively speaking, they're looking for a sucker that doesn't understand what's happening, and they're gonna crack you off the fucking head. It's insane. So what are you thinking? What do you mean? If you're asking, I said I want to get the closest straight trade as possible. Oh well, we're way far off. Okay, well then don't ask me. You know what I mean? What do you think I'm going to say? I want to give you 20 grand. Like I don't understand the logic.
But some of these dealers, if they get a deal like this, say you don't know better and you go ahead and do this deal. They only need one of those a week to support a little business.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're just playing the odds. And even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
Yeah, it just pissed me off, man. Jen, I was that guy just had a rendering.
Yeah.
I did was gonna contact him, but then I lost the link, and I couldn't remember the name of the place. But I had messaged Buckley to ask him, and he sent me his son's info. And I messaged his son, but then his son never responded. So whatever, it's nothing against that. It's no big deal. I like Buckley. In fact, he wants to come on the show again soon. But I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to look for it. I don't know. I have no idea. Like I said, I didn't finish up the deal with him. I just he gave me his son's info and he didn't respond. But I figured because the place that Jen sent me the link to was on 47th Street, so I figured he would have a better grasp on making a better deal. So I was like, maybe he knows some people there that have it. But I don't know. Yeah, I've worked with Chase before over at Nashville. I bought a Patek Philippe 50. Which one did I have? Do you remember, Brian?
No.
The annual calendar chronograph. You had the same one, I think.
5960.
Yeah, the 5960p I bought off of Chase. I actually bought a couple watches off Chase. He's a good guy. He doesn't have what I'm looking for, but he doesn't negotiate too much.
And he's straight up and and he's straight up and simple.
Yeah.
If the deal doesn't work out, he's okay, and he moves on.
Yeah. No, I like him. I like dealing with Chase. I had a good experience with him. I think I bought one or two watches off him. I don't remember, but I know I definitely bought the 5960 off him, and he gave me a really good deal. He's tough to get more than 500 off of any price. That seems to be his, like, he'll do 500 and that's it. But his price is good to begin with, so I don't really mind. But yeah, 25. I was like, wow. I was so annoyed. I said, you know what? Let me just not say anything because nothing's good. Nothing good is going to come from this, No. So let me just leave it alone.
You just be pissing in the wind,
right? Like, what am I going to say? Like, you're a dick, whatever. It was like pointless. So I said, fuck it. But yeah, I don't like when these guys try to take advantage of people,
Yeah, you don't want to tell them, hey, look, I'm going to come out of my mom's basement and come to your store and straighten you out.
I mean, look, he shot his shot. He tried to make me a terrible offer. I mean, I guess I figured there's nothing to lose, right? If I make him a bad offer, either he says yes or fuck it. Like someone had wrote in the chat too, he probably didn't have the watches, so maybe he just
it's like the construction workers that are sitting there on their break and they're whistling at all the hot girls going by. And all over the years, they keep doing it.
Right.
And somebody must be getting a response because otherwise people would stop doing it.
Right. Eventually, one's going to talk to them, right?
Speaking of girls, now I have to change my tone now.
Speaking of temptresses, yes. Hello, Jen. You're muted, by the way.
What's your favorite kind of woman? A mute. Oh, sorry.
Listen here.
The two mutes.
She can hear.
Your BS. Hold on. Just a second.
I just stabbed my microphone. That can't be good.
Sorry, it wasn't. Hold on, but yeah, I was just looking around for some Onyx style day dates for you.
Oh, thanks. I've been asking Marco to find me one, but he's like, they're not that easy to come by for a good price. They're not just like growing on trees. So
yeah,
I figured out where the temptress part of Jen's name came in. She's really good at spending our money.
Yeah, she wants to tempt you with some expensive watches.
Yeah, making us look at things that we. Oh.
How does the devil say that? You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
Yeah.
Oh, JJ.
What?
These prices are killing me, man.
These prices are insane, man. I'm telling you, I had this watch at 51,000 locked up. This fucking guy screwed me.
I know. 2024 101. That's what they're asking for it.
Oh yeah, I don't want to see.
That's a 40. That's a 40 millimeter though.
Yeah, they're all 40.
Well, the 39 is 78. That's with the diamond bezel. So.
Thomas Burnett's in the chat. Thomas Burnett's in the chat. He's got all the connections. Thomas, hook JJ up. Help him out.
Yeah, help your boy out. I was gonna call Nico the other day. I was gonna fold and say,
Yeah.
all right, let me finally cash in a favor here and ask him to find me one. But I don't know. Just annoyed. I'm just annoyed with
Nico,
this
you like
whole.
to sell watches, right? Find me a watch.
Yeah. You know what? I don't even want to trade anymore, Mob. So I'm keeping everything. Fuck it. I've decided I'm too annoyed. I told Marco the other day. I looked at my collection. I pulled out the collection. So I'm not selling anything. I don't need to. I just like to do it to wheel and deal.
Yeah.
But when you're not dealing, it's like, what's the point? You know, when you're just getting bent over, it's like, fuck it. I'll just keep everything. You know.
I found one at 61 with the fluted bezel.
Yeah, I saw. You know what it is? Some of these I don't trust them. I see them, and they're all. There was one. I think I know the one. Some other guy. Here's another one.
Okay.
He has a listing. What was this guy? It was like watches on Fifth Avenue or something. I don't know the fucking name of the place.
Okay.
Because they don't even, they have a watch. I said, hi, I'm interested in this watch you have listed. Did you have photos? Is this the actual watch or whatever? You know, whatever. The guy's response is, hello, how are you? With his first name and a phone number. Like, I'm good. Can you answer the question I asked you? Like, I'm not calling you and seeing if you could find. Just answer the question. Yeah, that's right, bro.
You're such a New Yorker, JJ. You're like, I'm not getting on the fucking phone. You're not going to bullshit me.
I don't want to have a fucking conversation and you pretend that you're going to go look for it. I don't want to. You have it listed that you have the watch. Just tell me how much. What the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah. It's not that complicated. Just tell me what you want.
Right.
I'll tell you if I can do it.
I don't want to date you. I just want to do it and get it over with.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking for a car. What is it? A car date, you know?
Yeah.
You know what a car date is?
Looking for a one-night lady lover.
15 minutes under the bridge. Let's go.
Right. That's a car date. 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I just guessed. I didn't know that.
I don't want to get out of the car. I don't want to go to a hotel. I just want to know the price and get moving.
I don't want to be your friend.
Yeah. I don't need to know your name. I don't care how you're doing. I just want to know how much you watch it so I can know if I want to buy it or not.
I just want to say I watched a lot of Law and Order SVU. I know all the locations in New York.
Well, for a long time, SVU.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one with Mariska Haggerty?
Yeah, it's been on for like 30 years. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I remember, what was it? Didn't she get like raped in one of them and she was like tied up in like a basement or something? I remember that.
I think so, yeah.
Like one of like a stalker. That one for some reason always stands out to me. I guess it was because it was like traumatizing. I was like, oh, this is fucking wild. But I remember that.
What'd you do? Look around and go, shit, that looks just like the basement I'm stuck in.
That's also like Brady's basement.
Poor Ross ain't even here to protect himself.
Hey, Ross is welcome anytime. We got Kelso in the chat. Kelso, you fucking ignored me. I called you. I wanted to tell you something important. You put me on the back burner.
Jump on Keslo.
He may not be allowed to jump on here.
Yeah, he's.
Oh, he will. He will. He's not scared.
Kelso used to be a man of the people.
He still is. I heard him. He still is.
I hope so.
He's being the diplomat.
Oh man, I called him on my negotiation list, and he fucking flat left me. He left me. He said, "Hello, my name is Michael." Here's my phone number. Jeez, Louis. Oh, I got some super chats here. REG, my friend REG. I miss Ari. Ari is he's protesting. He's not coming back on until Canada has a new trade deal. $2 Canadian. Oh, what am I doing? I'm pressing the YouTube one. That ain't gonna work. Oh man, can I do? I'm screwed here. Here we go. $2 Californian. Thank you, Ari. Says love to you all. Love to you, REG. Hope you are doing well. No Biggie Sal says negotiate. Now, Dave the Collector only sells Breguet. Oh, look who it is. Good
I
old
heard I
Kelsey.
used to be a man of the people.
Hey, I stood up for you, man. I said you still are.
Hello, happy people.
Come on, come on. I called you. You left me hanging in the wind.
When? When did you call me?
I don't know. When was it? Yesterday, maybe?
I don't see anything.
On your on WhatsApp, I called you.
Oh, I see it. I'm sorry. I don't know why it doesn't ring. I gotta fix that.
Kelso, come back.
We got a lot to catch up on. Off
Yeah.
stream, catch
Yeah,
up.
yeah. On stream. We'll do off stream. We got Micah Tyler with a $5 super chat. He says Marco's new high and tight goes hard for skinny flex.
Whoa.
He's talking about his haircut?
Yeah.
Yeah, Marco's he's looking good, man. He's training. He's in training, man. He's on TV now. You know, he's got to look good. Thomas Burnett says, "Hello,
Yo, what up, Thomas?
Keslow, come back." Boris says it was a simple breguet and a few pens. Armistice will stay in place. Yeah, I did not get offered a breguet. That was part of the negotiations, but I've changed my list of demands now. But that's an off-air topic. The list
So
is
you're
done. Very
hot
short.
on this black onyx style. So is that impossible to get at the AD? Is that why you're looking gray?
I asked one of the two I always shop with. The other, I actually shop with three, but the third one I don't want to ask because I'm waiting for a different watch and I don't want to mess that one up. Actually, I could ask. I could say this is also one I'm interested in. But the main guy asked, he said, "Yeah, I never see those." that was literally his answer. I never.
What's
see
the
those.
retail on it?
55.
Oh, so 60 grand is about. So they're going for about with the.
Yeah, bro, I had one locked up at 51 with this.
Wow.
It was mint. It was the same dial.
Because what's market price? 60, give or take.
Yeah, they fluctuate. You could get them in the 50s. I've seen them 53, 57, 60. You know, they bounce around, but I would want to be mid 50s or lower. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not looking to go like high 50s. You know, if I got to soak up a few more thousand, I know I'm gonna have to because all the day dates. I should have never see the problem. What I'm really pissed about is I traded my day date for the Meteorite Pepsi, thinking the other arm of the deal was locked up already. You know what I mean? Like once I sold it, I didn't want to buy it and have 2 day dates, so I told him once I sell it, you know, I'm in. Then he fucking bailed on me. Like a true slime. Real slime ball. Who does that? That's not
dealer,
nice, right?
the dealer that I was trying to buy a watch from in Japan did that to me.
After you sold, he didn't honor his deal?
Yeah, I got approval on the deal through Chrono 24, and then we came to a price, and then he canceled it before it went to payment because he couldn't acquire it at that price.
Oh, I gotcha.
Or
Yeah, no,
realized,
this was a private seller. This was a private seller. He just, totally screwed me. But yeah, what do you like that one, Kelso? What's going? Are you feuding with the narc, by the way, Kelso?
No, I got no problems.
Oh, all right. Oh, I heard some.
It's all good. No, I like that. I like that that onyx style. It's one of the better day dates. It's a special one.
Yeah,
it's heavy hitting. It's a flasher. It's
right.
It's
I mean, any
It's a little bit. Look at me. You know, when you walk in the room, it's catching attention.
Yeah, I mean, look, a yellow gold day date's catching attention no matter what. So
yeah,
might as well. I just look at it like having the stone dial. Long term is a better idea than having a plain, silver dial.
Oh, 100%. Especially just seeing how, as you're hunting for it, it's not the easiest one to get.
No, it's funny. It's like a girl. It's making me want it more. Like, all right, bitch, you don't want to come to me? Now I'm going to come to you.
So I've put out the bat signal for my West Coast Connects. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I gotta call in the troops for this, man. I gotta call in the troops. This is
we should be able to get it. We've got the connections to be able to get whatever you want.
I got off stream information for you.
about watches or about streaming.
About that. Yeah, about your onyx style.
Oh, is your friend that you're that you shop at has one?
Off market.
Oh, all right, yeah. Let's talk. We'll talk off air, off market. All right, guys, that wraps up the show. Me and Tesla got things just kidding. We could wait.
So you want to throw a trade in there or no?
I mean, I don't have to, but I could. It depends. Like, I just don't want. I don't want to get robbed for a trade either. You know,
right. You're not dying to do anything.
Right. I mean, if I have something that I don't need, my plan was this. My plan was to keep the Meteorite Pepsi and get that, and then just keep my no date sub as my beater, and then eventually get a Pikachu. But then I got to sell my Steel Pepsi and my Paul Newman Daytona. I don't know if that makes sense.
I see. So ideally, there'd be some sort of situation where you get both the Pikachu and the Onyx.
Because one will be black dial, one will be like a gold dial. I don't want to have two black dials, which Marco says, who cares? You only wear one at a time. But I don't know. I think I would use the Paul Newman Daytona to try to get maybe like a 15202 at that point.
I'm sorry. I watch Kevin O'Leary. I wear two watches at a time.
People actually do that?
Yeah. Lots
I know Philip does. Philip Hurst Media. He wears two watches when we do the watch building show.
Yeah.
General Schwarzkopf.
Did he? He wore two?
Oh yeah.
Oh, somebody's joining us. Look, your boyfriend's here, Kelso. He only comes on when you're here. We got
hey, boo.
He's shy.
No, he's working on his audio. He's working on his audio.
He's warming it up.
Give him a minute. Yep.
He uses tubes. What do they call? Remember the old like the amplifiers with the tubes? You get a real nice warm sound, but it takes a while to heat up. That's what Cap has.
Hey.
Hey.
What did I miss? Is Caslow still on?
Yo.
Hey.
Hey, boo.
Look at this. He only comes on when Kelso's here. Look at this.
Hey, listen, it's a beautiful May-December relationship, so leave him alone.
Match made in heaven.
Oh, hold on. We have Uncivil Law joining us. Welcome, Uncivil Law.
Fucking, I gotta tell you, this AOL dial-up is driving me fucking crazy, man. America Online. What the fuck?
They're not in business. Are they?
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, Cap uses them, man.
Yes.
Anyways, how y'all doing?
Welcome. When Cap signs on, you hear this.
Yeah, there you go.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me? It's me, Captain.
I hear that in my
Beam me up,
sleep.
Scotty.
The old school handshake.
Yeah.
Beam me up. We got the white there.
Say that again, Cap. You went silent. Radio silence from the Cap.
He accidentally unplugged the phone.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna smash this computer right now.
I will smash your boy.
I'm gonna smash your boy. I'm gonna smash him.
What was that from? I know it was a UFC fight, but it was so long ago.
Habib Nurman, I can't even pronounce his name. Nurmagomedov. Nurman, I cannot pronounce this. Habib, when he was fighting Conor McGregor, he goes, "I'm gonna smash your boy."
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna smash him. Keslow is the White Knight. He's white knighting for Archie. That's what I call Keslow now, the White Knight.
Oh shit!
No?
I'm giving up on the truths. I think too much damage has been done.
What,
the knife is still in the back.
He changed his mind. Oh, look at that. Cap got kicked off for talking shit. Welcome, Uncivil Law, to the jungle. Picked an interesting time to join. Sorry, we're in
Apparently.
mid flight here about nonsense.
That's all right. I saw there was an open link. I figured I'd join.
Yeah, welcome to the chaos.
Hey, look, his shelves are level too.
Yeah, I don't know if I could have that. We usually have unlevel. Well, my shelf looks level in this picture here, so that's good. You know. Oh, no Biggie Sal says, I can tell you, Kessler hooked me up with one of his contacts, and I got a crazy good deal on his overseas.
That's right.
How much?
That's right.
How much? What are we talking? 30s?
That was a
30s?
really good deal.
High 30s?
No. That it was solid gold. That was for the rose gold 50. The 5520 or whatever it is.
4520. Oh, 4520 he has, or 4500?
Well, he's got the gold one, whatever that one is.
Well, the 4500 is the older, and then the 4520 is like the brand new model.
That's it. 4520. Yeah.
Damn.
It's the same reference for the gold. They just changed the letter.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Instead of V, it's something, I don't know, something else.
Who's got that one?
No biggie.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he upgraded.
No Biggie Sal. Do you want to tell me? You can tell me privately. I'm curious. I actually was just looking at one the other day. That's the only reason I'm asking, but it was a 4500.
Hey, JJ, did you get the day-date Onyx style yet?
Yeah, I just got 2 of them. I don't even know which one I want to keep.
Yeah, it's a tough choice, man. Pick the one with the nice little V pattern.
Hit Bubba up. He probably has one he'd sell you. He has everything.
Thanks for rubbing it in, Cat.
I thought you got it. I honestly didn't know.
No.
That's a lie. I knew
Yo,
you,
no
I was
biggie
listening.
Sal. No biggie Sal. When we go off stream, come for the post party, bro. Come for the post party.
Drum, baby.
After show.
We got some good. Kessel's got some good shit, man. To have. We're gonna pass it around virtually. Got some good fucking shit. Magic mushrooms.
He's gonna make me rap early for this. I want the.
Hey JJ, you missed my unbox on your show.
Oh, that's convenient.
Sunday fun day. I just wanted to get it over with. You know, when you get something, it's like I'm not waiting for everyone to fucking show up.
You don't gotta wait for me. That's all right.
It was on the show.
What'd you get?
You know what I got? I got the Dweller.
No, I'm telling for the people who haven't seen Cap. I know you showed it to me before the show.
That's true.
I don't want to ruin the magic here.
Oops.
Cap.
I've unboxed
everyone else.
Oh, that's true. Well, I unboxed it twice too. I went on. I think I popped on OCs too on a rainy Wednesday night. I think it was with CQ. So I'm tired of doing this, but for you guys, I'll do it again.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's have an unboxing for those who missed the unboxing. Hold on, let me get your big screen.
The 16600.
Was that the 4000?
No, this is aluminum bezel, holes case, 1998, full set.
Nice.
You know, yeah, it's got 4,000 feet.
In honor of Thomas Burnett being in the chat, that's aluminum.
No Cyclops?
I'm not saying that, Brian. Aluminium.
Aluminum.
Yeah, him, Bark and Jack.
Isn't that a
dude?
Isn't that a Metallica song? Aluminium.
Yeah, there it is. It's got the holes. Burb loves the holes case.
Where is Burb? I haven't seen
Shout out to Burbs. He loves the holes, man.
Who doesn't?
That's right. Every hole's a goal, as some Australian that we know say.
Hey, boys. That's
He's
Mr.
trying to bring
James.
him out of the. He tried to bring him out of the shadows.
Helium escape valve. There it is.
Nice.
Nice, Cap. Nice.
Crispy. I got it. You know, JJ Huntington Watch. Shout out to Rich at Huntington Watch.
Yeah, my boy Rich.
Your boy Rich. He hooked me up. He gave me 2 extra links. I have to put one or both of them on this bracelet so that it fits.
You know, you just reminded me. I didn't ask Rich about the Onyx day date.
There you go.
I asked him the other day about another watch, and he blew me off on that too. Everyone's blowing me off. I asked Marco for watches, he blows me off.
You know,
Where's the customer service?
Is it me? Is it me? Do you think I'm a pain in the ass? People just don't want to deal with
JJ,
me?
I can't get a landscaper to cut my lawn.
Oh, I had a really good one, but he got deported.
Yeah, mine quit in midwinter and just said, you didn't know I quit, and it was like 4 feet of snow. I said, thanks for telling me, buddy.
He said, I fucking quit.
How the hell is it that you have a landscaper coming to your New York high-rise penthouse?
We finally
Oh.
got a
Ryan, to throw people off the trail.
Got it. Okay, sorry. Yeah, yeah.
You know, there's a lot of stalkers out there out in front of the building.
I know you got grass on the helicopter pad. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. That's a golf route. That's a golf driving range as well. But
That's enough.
there's a tennis court up there too if you want to play.
Where the fuck is this thing?
Sorry, had Marcelo show up.
Ah, really? Where's Marcelo? I heard there's he's in the middle of a tug of war between JB and Curly on his channel. Well, actually, I don't think Curly's putting him in a tug of war, but I think he doesn't know what to do.
Pepsi.
He wants the super chats. There we go, Cap.
Which one are you going to keep, JJ?
Both. Fuck it. I don't care.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, at first I thought I had to get rid of one. Then I said, I don't really got to do anything. I do whatever I want.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'd say keep them all. You don't need to do anything.
No, I am keeping them all. I'm just adding. I'm not selling anything. The only thing I might sell is the there's Mr. GMT. He says, "Congrats, Cap. So sexy, brother." There we go.
Thanks, GMT.
All right. We got to see what is uncivil law here. What's in the collection? But first, I want to read this super chat. Question for each of the panel. Which would be the last watch in your collection that you would sell? Which is your ultimate keeper? Oof. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first because it's easy.
Okay.
I got the pink Tudor chronograph to commemorate becoming a grandfather and got her name engraved on the back of it. So that would be it.
There we go. Nice choice. Nice choice. Who else? Who wants to go next? Jen, you going next?
Sure. That's a hard one because I have the watch that got stolen from me as a kid, and I found it as an adult.
All right, don't get all gay on us. Just tell us.
Yeah, just pick one and we can move on. We can move.
God.
Let's get this train rolling. We got this gentleman here who's going to tell us about his watches.
Probably one of my UGs, if I had to
Okay.
choose.
Keslow.
That's easy for me. The 5320, baby. Patek.
You were just going to sell it for an apartment in France the other day. What do you mean?
I mean, if that goes, everything goes. I only got 3 pieces. What else am I going to say?
What are the other two you have?
Batman and Explorer. I'm making a move sometime this year. Something's going to happen.
I
I would
heard you were going to
say-
sell the 5320 to Archie.
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah, you might get making a move. You think one or both of those rollies are going to go?
It's possible. We'll see. It's possible.
Okay, I would say that. Yeah, you love that Patek. You have to have a Patek, but
He's a Patek man, Cap.
I know, but I think he's a Rolex man too.
I know
He-
Cap's
he's-
watch. Cap would never sell the Submariner with the aluminum bezel.
Yeah, that's right. The 16610.
Yeah.
Never selling that. Everything else or anything else
Up for
could
grabs.
go up for grabs. We'll see.
Who else? We got.
I like to hoard and possess, JJ. Hoard.
I really
and
don't have a
possess.
watch that I wouldn't sell. I don't give a shit anymore. I'd sell anything. Is that terrible?
Oh,
I used to say, "Oh no, I would never sell this. I would never sell that." Now I don't care. It all depends the vibe of the collection. Anything
Yeah.
could go.
I agree 100%.
Anything at any moment could be, replaced. What about you? Do you want us to call you uncivil law, or do you want to?
Uncivil's fine. Kurt is fine. Kurt's
Kurt?
my name.
Okay, nice to meet you, Kurt. By the way, you picked an interesting night to join the panel, so don't mind us. We're a little all over the place today. But, what about you? What's in your collection that's an absolute keeper?
Well, the only really nice watch is this Submariner. I was trying to check to see which reference number it was, but I couldn't read it. So that's why I was taking off the band to see if I could read which one it is. But
Does it
Sort
have
of
a
just-
ceramic bezel?
no, it's old. It's an old school one with a Cyclops, pre-ceramic.
What's it say on the bottom of the dial?
I was trying to read it
Do you have a loop
somewhere.
that you can see if it's Swiss or?
Wait, I have a magnifying glass. Hold on,
It's probably a 16610, like I have.
probably.
While you check that, I'm going to pull up Vimal's super chat. He says flex piece, Patek or AP under 35,000, or is it a yellow gold day date? Good luck finding a yellow gold day date under 35. It's been really tough.
No, you can get a 36 millimeter all day.
Oh, 36 mil, yeah, but not a 40. 40's been real tough, man. You like last month you were getting them. I don't know what happened.
Serial number.
That's a tough one, man.
I would say day date is the flex piece.
I would say, yeah.
I was gonna say this is a tough question. It's definitely not Patek, but that's a good question. Is it a day date or like a 15400?
You're not getting
more of a flex.
You're not getting a flexible Patek at 35.
No.
Even
and you're getting a base AP at that price. So
right. That's what I'm saying. It's got to be the date. It's got to be the day date.
It's the day date because for 20 or less, you can get
16610.
There you go. Cap nailed it. Yeah. I know my subs, man. Captain Subby.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad gave me that for when I graduated law school, so I've had that for 20 years now or something like that, a little bit less.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Yeah. Same with me, except I think I paid for mine, but I had it since 2000, so mine's 25.
JJ hasn't had a watch for more than 20 weeks.
25 years old, man. That's a keeper. Yellow gold day date. Yeah, so I have the 36 mil. It definitely is much more of a flex than the AP 15300, but I wear the 15300 all the time. I don't wear the day date that often.
I just put it on a simple rubber strap, so save some weight and make it a little bit.
Oh wow,
I'm more sporty.
Yeah, not bad.
No jingly jangly.
No. But yeah, everything else I have in my collection is relatively inexpensive. I bought this Zinyu 1 Homage recently that I've been wearing recently, and then recently I picked up also the Citizen ProMaster Tough Ramirez 40 millimeter in titanium. This is pretty cool.
Very nice.
Let me make that a little bigger. Hold on a second.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's got those really big, easy to read numbers on it. 200-meter water-resistant sapphire crystal. It's a monoblock titanium, which is really cool. It's got no case back. See?
Oh, wow, nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's one solid block of titanium. So the watch is built from the front, which is pretty cool. 200-meter water-resistant. Nice. Very cool. Yeah. And solar, so it will, run for 15 years and never die.
I wouldn't have to worry about that. My pieces are gone long before that. You know what's funny? I had that Breitling for like 20 years. That was the longest. I actually had my day date for a while. I think that was my longest. That was like 5 years. Obviously, besides my Breitling.
Speaking of, check this out. Oh, it's not. Okay, hold on. JJ, that's a perfect segue to.
That's what I'm about, man.
Oh, shit. No, I can't plug it in there. God damn it.
I don't know if you know this, but they call me Captain Segway.
All right. Well, you're going to segue right into this, but unfortunately, I can't turn it on because it's not charged.
Oh, shit.
This is my solar charger.
Ooh. Oh, there we go.
I just used the sun.
You may not always have the sun, my friend. You got to be prepared.
Capital that charger.
This will help you out, Kurt. Amazon.
It's what you need, man.
$35.
I remember the day you bought that. We were dying laughing. Like,
I know. Well, guess what? You know what, JJ? I might repurpose this thing, and I think Burb's gonna have to, troll somebody else.
You're gonna sell it to Burb?
I think he's gonna have to eat his words. No. So, what do you think of this idea?
Okay, fill me in.
I put the dweller, which is tritium, right? So it doesn't look, the lume is cooked because of the radioactive tritium that's now gone. It still might be somewhat radioactive, but it doesn't lume. So I put this on top of the solar charger, right? And leave it there for like, I don't know, a year straight. Maybe even less, maybe 6 months. And I get the lume plots, the hour markers to patina to cream.
Oh, all right.
You think that would work, or would I end up melting the dial?
I don't know, but it'd be fun to see what happens.
It's a neat experiment, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't want to destroy the watch, so that's the only downside.
I was going to say it's a great experiment considering it's not my watch.
Right. Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Is there
While you're
anyone-
doing that, drop it off the roof of the penthouse and see how it does too.
Well, the real
I'll take that
question
under
would be,
advisement.
the real
That would be
question would
fun,
be
though.
like, what light is it most sensitive to for the purpose of patina? If I had to guess, I'd guess it's one of the UV bands.
Yeah.
So probably trying to use the UV light would probably be more efficient for that purpose.
I think actually people have done this. I'm not kidding. I think Reddit, there might be a Reddit forum on it. And I don't know how long it would take because that has pretty strong UV. And so it would charge my G-Shock. I think it would be 24 hours from like a dead, the solar,
Yeah.
it's solar charged as well. So from like a
Yeah.
completely dead state, if I lie it on top for like a day, it's charged for probably another, good for a year.
Yeah, I think my Citizen's rated for 6 months in the dark.
Right.
Yeah.
Now people do say put it out in a windowsill, that kind of thing. Leave it outside because I have it in a bag that's dark, so it doesn't see natural light.
Now Bubba is saying if Cab does that, only the date will patina. The others will be bright white.
It's probably true.
BS says try it on a cheaper watch first. And we got Collect Invest here. Hello, Collect Invest. How are you?
How are you doing?
What's going on, my man Nathan? How's everything going?
Man, did you see the damage that St. Louis?
I can't hear a word you're saying, buddy.
Did you see the damage that the tornado in St. Louis done?
No, I didn't even know that happened.
Man, it's pretty bad.
Are you in St. Louis?
No, I watching the news. 4 confirmed deaths.
Oh man, that doesn't sound too good.
It was a mile wide EF4.
Oh man. Oh man, Cap, look at this. John Galt says Cap needs to buy a tanning bed and put it in the sea dweller in it for 6 months. Hello, Patina.
There you go. I'll do it.
You could,
Yeah, that'll work.
No, just get some of Curly's grow lights for his crop and
Yeah.
just put it underneath the glow lights.
All right, now here's a total head fake with Skyzen.
Yeah.
Skyzen boys. Cap, to get the loom to patina, it needs to be kept in the dark. That's
No.
interesting. That's contrary to what other people have said.
No, he's right.
Is
Anytime
he?
you want that stuff to patina, you want it in the dark so
Dark.
that it's burning, not so that it's receiving.
Is that I don't know what that means.
It's better to
Yeah.
give than to receive, I think is what
Well,
he's saying.
yeah.
Yeah, you want it completely expended and not recharged. And
So just darken it, right? So don't keep relooming it. Just keep it dark. It's like a mushroom.
yeah,
I mean, honestly, I don't know what any of this has to do with me getting a day date with an Onyx dial.
Oh man, that's never
Well,
going to happen, JJ. Come on.
but this is all how you patina the onyx too.
What are we talking about, Brian? How many years of darkness does it have to be in? Is this like Aaron Rodgers when he goes to the darkness?
Yeah,
I recently decided to try to take up watchmaking as a hobby. So I bought all the components, bought the movement and the hands and everything. And I've been trying to assemble a watch from parts. It's not going really well though. My hands shake pretty badly. I don't have the fine motor control. So I've tried twice now and haven't been able to pull it off.
Oh man. Yeah, that's a tough deal. That's why we have Philip from Time Panda Watches here, We go to him. He's got the fine motor.
That's right.
motor
I still have one more movement to destroy. So I'll give another shot.
Yeah. You give it a whirl, you see how it goes. I tried that a couple of times. I said this is not for me. I'm too fat fingered for this.
Yeah. I never did well at that game Operation
Yeah.
when you had to take the bone out of the thing without shocking it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, remember that? How did the song go? Remember? Operation. Need a new knee? Operation. $1,000 fee. Remember that? Was
Is
that
that is that the commercial?
Yeah, it was something like that.
I
think
don't
that-
remember.
I think that's how it went. Maybe I'm wrong.
Esslinger.
Esslinger. Was
Oh,
that?
JJ's Boris asked. JJ's going 40 mil all the way.
Oh yeah.
It's
I
not
tried
even-
on the
not even a
36. I don't like
question.
the way it fits.
I need at least 40 mil. I'm telling you what now. I cannot do less than 40 millimeter.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Well, the onyx style on the 36 is totally different. That's an old vintage piece. It's a totally different watch.
You
But-
can show them the damage that was dealt to the buildings in St. Louis real quick.
Hey, did we change our name to the Tornado Hangout? What are you talking about here? The weather
Man,
hangout?
imagine how many watches were.
Well,
Yeah.
that's definitely the thing to go to. Yeah. How do you get FEMA to cover that?
Nice segue. Nathan.
Yeah, all my watches were destroyed. Can I have an emergency loaner from the government?
Gotta tie it in.
That's like me watching the Titanic and going, shit, look at all those pipes that were destroyed.
In San Francisco is 56 degrees and breezy.
I can imagine how many watches were picked up by the tornado.
Yeah, I hope the tornado carries a royal
How's that
oak
do?
to
How's
my
that work for the value of the
neighborhood.
watch if you recover it? Is that good for the value or bad for the value? This Rolex has been through a tornado. Look at the markings on it.
But look, if it's an automatic, it was well wound in the tornado.
Mm.
Hey, do an experiment. Just go drive by a tornado, drop your watch on the ground, see if it would self-wound.
Cap, I hear that if you put your watch in a tornado, it really does a good job on the creamy loom.
Mm.
I'll become one of those tornado chasers.
Yeah.
I'll get
Just
a camera.
do
Do
a
I need like a
test.
Leica? Get a Leica camera and just chase a tornado for loom.
Just test out watches. Just put them in the path of the tornado. See if it actually would survive a tornado.
Maybe get a Rolex AD. How about that?
Mm.
That would be really bad, right?
Man, I've hit a stumbling block here.
How about that guy, JJ? Who's the guy that you bought your when you did your other deal, when you got your meteorite from?
Oh, Joey? Yeah, I gotta ask
Yeah.
him.
Can Joey source that?
I'm sure he could, but it's better to have someone that has one in stock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then the price is always better. If they have to source it, it's always more expensive. So the trick is to, really get someone who has one already.
That's not going to be easy, man. I was going to say Peter Piccolino.
There's another option. Yeah, there's a lot of options out there. I don't know which one I'm going to do, but
I hear there's a guy in the Canadian border that can get you anything at a super deal.
yeah,
You have to wait though for a while.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
It's a little bit of a wait.
I've been asking that guy. He's OTL. You know what OTL is?
On the line?
Out to lunch.
Oh, okay.
I mean, whichever expensive watch actually does survive a tornado is probably going to be the better of the top watches.
Yeah. What watch if you were in a tornado? What watch would you wear, Nathan?
G-Shock.
G-Shock. See if that'll survive a tornado. Just
Yeah.
put in the path.
Yeah. Sounds like
I'll take my 5610 and hope for the best.
I mean, it's a gamble to see. Then you can let whoever Whichever watch does the best in the tornado, that's the best watch in the whole
Well,
entire
those
world.
that sea dweller should do fine. I mean, it's rated for such levels of depth. That depth is pressure, so a tornado should be no problem. Put the dweller in the tornado. Let's see how that works.
I would try that. We gotta find a tornado, man. I have to
Yeah.
jump right in the middle of it with the dweller, and maybe we get some patina out of it too at the same time. It would be a bonus, a double bonus. I would trust a Rolex in a
The
tornado.
escape valve will help with any under pressure problems too. So you got that going for you.
But would actually survive like colliding into a tree or building? That's the other thing.
Mhm.
I would say most definitely. It's a Rolex, baby.
Yeah, Robert's right about that. Though I do, my grandfather, who's no longer with us, did tell a story back when that he was picked up by a tornado. He was living in Pennsylvania,
Uh-huh.
and he told a story of how the tornado carried him, I think like 10 feet or some shit like that, and he survived it.
Yeah.
We all believed it.
What, it wasn't true?
I don't know. There was no video of it.
We want proof, Gramps.
There's no video of it, but you never know.
Oh, man, this is fucked. Sorry, putting together something here. I'm getting very aggravated.
I'm trying to think what's been going on, man. What's going on in the watch world other than tariffs and increased prices?
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed even the Chinese watches, like I was looking at Chinese prices and like they were like way up too. Like some of those prices are getting obscene from the tariffs.
I think the deals are almost. Oh fuck! No. Oh man, I just lost the.
It also is putting a damper on my watchmaking hobby since there apparently is no de minimis exception anymore. So that's got to be painful.
What is it? What does de minimis mean?
Oh, the tariffs didn't used to apply if you were just importing small items of small value.
Gotcha. Oh, no.
De minimis meaning minimal.
Yeah.
Okay,
Gotcha.
there you go.
JJ, are you trying to put together your Lego R2D2 or what?
I was putting together a knife, and it didn't come with a very important piece that I needed. And I looked through a bag of spare parts, and I actually found the piece I needed, and it just fell on the floor and rolled away.
Well, if it's Lego, you'll find it.
Hey, just get some like gum and a little stick, and you can reach down there and grab it.
That's a good idea, Nathan. I think I'm going to do that.
Or you could get a small tornado to come. You get a small tornado to come through your place and catch it when it's up in the air again.
Yeah.
I'll just throw my watch on the ground and wait till see which one does better, a G-Shock or a Rolex. I think I have found a Rolex on the garage sale lately.
Are you guys looking at any watches in the future? For my next watch, I'd really like to get one with a small seconds at the 6 o'clock position. So I'm looking at Nomos and maybe the Citizen, the one that has the small seconds at 6. COS, I believe it's called, small seconds.
And as much as I hate the Swatch Group, look at that Longines model that's also got it. I forget what the name of it is, but
I like Longines as a company because I can actually theoretically afford it.
Okay. No, and they're super easy to work on if you need it. If you need work done.
Master Collection small seconds. Oh, that's some good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, and I like the bracelet.
I can get it for $1,800 from Watch Max with 2 X's. Ooh.
Yeah, they've been around a while. Never dealt with them though.
38.5 millimeter. That's right on the small end of what I'd buy. So that's definitely a possibility. But
yeah, that's about the same size as those Nomos that you're looking at too, except the Nomos have a little bit longer lugs.
Yeah, I was looking at the Neomatic, which actually comes in a 42 millimeter.
Oh,
Found it.
$4,000, but it's also water resistant to 1,000 meters, which is nice. Or no, 1,000 feet, 300 meters.
yeah. Well, after 10 feet of water, you're dead anyway. So
Yeah, it's not good enough, man.
Hamilton Khaki Navy Pioneer has a small seconds version.
You need at least 1,220
There
meters.
you go.
why cap? Is that how much a sea dweller is?
Khaki and navy.
Mine, yes.
Yeah.
Then you could argue the deep seas are even deeper.
Could it withstand a tornado?
We already established that. Of course it can. A tornado over the ocean, or what is that? A tsunami.
That's a nice looking watch. That Hamilton.
It could survive a tsunami.
$524 on eBay. Hamilton watch, khaki navy pioneer, small seconds. Ooh.
Yeah, Hamilton's cool.
Hamilton is cool.
Yeah, that's worth every penny of it. That's a steal at 500.
Same base
List price is
movement.
$11.95.
Yeah, it's used on eBay, but
I have an announcement, a major announcement.
Okay.
I'm contemplating
Buying a Hamilton on eBay?
segregating. No, segregating my collection into two separate collections.
You're pro segregation.
How so?
No,
Only when it comes
Just going to
watch
buy more
collections.
watches.
I know, but it might make things easier. Just segregate either. So the question is, do I segregate the Rolex collection from everything else?
Yes.
Or, well, wait a minute. Or just segregate the sub/sea dweller, like the Rolex diver collection,
Yes.
and curate a collection of just divers from Rolex.
You already
Rolex
did that.
divers. I didn't segregate it. They're all together.
How many Rolex divers do you need, man?
The more the merrier.
Well, I always quote Watch Eric, who said he can never have enough submariners. What's the right number? And he said, like, there is no number. 100. He said 100 subs. So, I'd
One
say
more than I have right now. No.
I think 100 is extreme, but I think you could have a solid 8 to 10 sub sea dweller collection. But you have to go vintage.
Now, does Yachtmaster count in that?
No,
Why not?
No love.
it doesn't count, man.
It's
I don't know
part
what it is, because the
Does the
Yachtmaster.
Dive.
Does the deep sea challenge count in that?
Yes.
Okay.
Deep sea challenge
All
would
world deep sea challenge?
absolutely that would count. Yes.
The brick.
That's what they used to call. Oh no, the
The Cameron counts. Anything
Yeah.
in that line
Counts anything
sub.
in that line.
oh,
Shit, I'm being recorded. I wonder what he's using that for.
When Nathan can't handle himself, he has to get the boot.
Yeah.
All right, George, $10. Thank you, George. Greatly appreciate it. Mr. Varghese in the house. He says for the Onyx Day Day Fund All-Star Panel this PM. Congrats, Cap, on the sub. Cheers to a great weekend. Thank you, George. Greatly appreciate your generosity as always. And
George, you're the man.
I will not let you down. I will get that Onyx Day Date, and this is for you, George. Nice
George.
close up.
As the Sea Dweller, 16600. The light's not very good, so you can't see the text, but thank you.
George, did you see that I'm on the panel too?
He'll see you on
Here,
Sunday.
wait. Let me make sure
he's saving it up.
there. There we go. Now he'll know it's me.
Oh,
And George just super chatted again for $20 to make Brian go away.
Yeah.
We got a $2 super chat from Mitch. Thank you, Mitch. The Knicks win and the Mets lose. Thanks, Mitch, for the update. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Knicks now in the Eastern
Playoffs, right? Second
Finals.
round of this?
It's the finals before the NBA finals, the Eastern Conference Finals, right? That they're in. And I haven't really followed all year, but they have a chance to win that too.
Mitch, I see you. I have no hands, so just hang on.
I'm changing my name to the Ghost of Patrick Ewing.
Oh God.
Why not?
What? You could do the Ghost of John Starks also.
I was thinking of that too, Jen. It's funny you mentioned that. That might be the better name. But I love Patrick Ewing, man. He doesn't get the love
Yeah,
and
that's
respect
true.
he deserves, right? So you can't it's gotta be Patrick.
Well,
I
both the Yankees and the Knicks won tonight, so
That's
life
right.
is good.
Yeah.
Half the night is good.
Go Skankies.
By the way, I was a Bulls fan, so I always wanted Jordan to beat the Knicks, but that's another story.
Yeah, I think we all did.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mitch, I don't know if they told you, but if you're Jewish and live in New York, you got to be a Met fan.
I'm sorry, I grew up in Brooklyn, and I started
Lies.
watching
Yep.
baseball just before the Mets came
Oh,
on the scene. So
they'll forgive you then.
Joe Pepitone was my man.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, that was it. You either were a Giants fan or a Mets fan, right?
By the time I was,
I mean, a Yankee fan or a Giants fan back then.
yeah, the Dodgers and the Giants moved out of New York when I was like 1 year old.
Oh wow.
I hear so the Mets are in first place, I heard.
Yeah, so are the Yankees.
That's pretty good. I didn't think they were doing that well a month ago.
And the
It
Dodgers
started out slow, but then it picked up.
and the Dodgers have a better record than both of them.
Oh yeah, they got a super team though. It's not even fair.
The ghost of who's the owner of the Mets? What's his name?
Steve Cohn.
Stevie Cohn, the ghost of Steve Cohn.
I'm really making a fucking mess here out of this knife. Let me tell you.
That's the difference when you have an owner that's going to spend money.
Oh yeah, we cursed the Wilpons for years. They were the worst. They were the worst of the worst, the Wilpons.
I wonder what those guys, the Mets players are rocking these days. What do they have on the wrist?
Did I tell you I almost bought Lindor's Nautilus? I didn't know it was his until after. But somebody had his watch for sale, and they knew I was a Met fan, and they knew I liked that watch.
Wow.
And they're like, "Oh, you should buy it, $102,000." I was like, "Yeah, okay." I mean, that was
12.
Yeah, it was like the going rate at the time. Plus, it was Lindor's. So I
think that watch is even higher now, JJ. I think it's at 120.
Very possible.
5712.
Yeah,
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
You may be right,
but it's higher than the 5711.
It was at the time. It was in line with like the normal price, but they said that the value didn't really go up because Lindor owned it. But it was just like a cool factor. But who is this? I don't know who this is.
Well,
I can't let some. Oh, all right. It's I got now. I know who it is.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Now it makes sense.
Can I provide a slightly potential hot take on watches?
Hang on 1 second. We have a very special guest. We have to say hello.
There we go.
Okay.
Mr. George.
It's been a while.
Hey, what up, George?
Can't slow.
Hey, Big George, man.
Pat, how you doing?
Welcome to the
Hey,
party.
what's going on, George?
Jen, nice to see you again. And Mitch.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, George.
All right. How you doing?
I see you got the heavy hitting gold piece.
Yes, the Zenith Daytona 16520.
Yeah.
Classic, old school.
That is stays in the collection, and its twin sister, the 16520.
There we go. Beautiful.
Yeah.
His and hers.
1999.
Nice. Great year.
Nice.
And I see you
So I
still
thought
got.
I'd just go. Yep, curly in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah,
still got
looking
curly
good,
back.
man. The value of that keeps going up every time you show it. It just the value just keeps going higher.
Oh yeah. Always see Curly when I'm having my dinner.
Yeah, that's why you're a big fan of the franchise club now. I know. Now I know
Exactly. Exactly. So how's everyone doing? It's been a long time.
Doing well. We're doing well. Just having a little hang on a Friday night. Nothing crazy.
Nice.
Having a little chat. I'm building a knife as we speak. Maybe I'll show it at the end if I'm done in time. Oh, I just lost another piece. There you go with that. Never mind.
It finally stopped raining up east, man. We had torrential downpours for about 3 days.
Wow.
Even today, but then it got nicer. So,
but no,
that's a day. That's a day in the life in the Northwest up here. So that's nothing new here.
Yeah.
We had a major tornado storm blow through St. Louis. We had huge hail, and fortunately, I live far enough outside the city that we didn't get any damage. But the area where I used to live in St. Louis got really hit hard.
Isn't it almost tornado season up there, isn't it? 'Cause I used to live in Nebraska about May, June, July, right?
Yeah.
Tornadoes, right?
The weather's changing, so yeah.
Right.
you missed it. I don't know if you saw the show earlier, but we had a tornado update.
From Nate.
Collector Invest. Yeah, we covered the latest weather news. We covered the latest weather news. But George, let me ask you.
What's up, buddy? It's been a while. How you been?
I've been good. I've been doing well.
Good.
I see your name, the BTC. We know what that is. MSTR. Let's. I'm not up to date on
strategy.
Oh yes, I have. Of course.
There you go. That's MSTR.
Who is that? Wait, who's the channel? Who's the CEO? I forgot.
Michael Saylor.
Michael Saylor. Michael. How can I forget?
Huge Bitcoin.
How can I forget Michael Saylor? He's talking his book. Yes, he's got all those derivatives and loans.
I think if you compare him to Berkshire Hathaway, he's probably a greater creator of wealth than Warren Buffett has been the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
In terms of quickness, speed, that's probably true.
Yep. Anyways, so the Celtics lost, which is always good as a Laker fan and the LA homeboy. Always good to see the Celtics lose.
Boston's licking his wounds.
Yeah, exactly.
The Knicks, baby. The Garden is back.
God, the crazy thing this year is of all the 4 teams that are going to be left, any of them can win the championship. That's the crazy thing, right?
It would be insane.
If
New York would
Oklahoma's going to win. It's not even going to be close. I'm sorry. I'm not even a basketball fan, but I've been watching recently. It's not even going to be close.
That would be cool to see, though, because it's just such a a small community and a small city, and to have them win a championship would be kind of nice to see.
Yeah, but you know what? The Knicks, what a story! I forgot the last time. I think the last time they won was back in the Willis Reed. I mean, come on,
yes, in the 70s. In the 70s.
How long can you live on that history?
Oh, I know. But then they were I think in the 90s when they had Pat Riley, they made it to the finals against Houston. Remember that?
They did. I remember that.
Yeah.
I watched it. Yeah, the John Starks game. I was at a bar with Geraldo Rivera, of all people, was at the bar.
And you remember, I think
John Starks was throwing brick after brick, George. It was like 1 for 21, and he's still firing threes.
Oh, yeah. I remember watching one of the games. They broke into the game for the famous OJ chase. Remember that?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I remember that too. I was at a bar called Down the Hatch, I think it was called. And remember that? Yeah, Down the Hatch. And they break. Great. We're like, "Where's the game? Where's the game?" We're seeing this white Bronco being chased by 4 or 5 or 10 LA police cars.
And I remember I was watching it at a bar as well, and it was like the game was like shown on the side, like a little 3x3 cube in the corner, and everybody's like moving in to see what's happening.
He's got Al Kelling hostage. They can't get him.
Exactly.
You know how I learned about Bruno Mali's shoes? Oh, and I subsequently bought a pair or two, but it was from the trial.
Me too. That's funny.
He was wearing Bruno Mali shoes. I'm like, I gotta get me a pair of those. OJ's styling, man.
Exactly.
I was at the brunch buffet at the Las Vegas Hilton, and you could see the sports book, and the entire sports book changed over from races to watching the OJ chase.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was in a Vietnamese.
Were they
restaurant
taking
with
bets
my
on it?
ex-wife.
Probably over under side
Yeah.
bets.
Unbelievable.
Is he gonna blow a tire? Which one is he gonna blow?
Oh God, And the funny story is my sister at the time was at
sister
going
at the
to
time?
UC. Yeah, well, long story, but
Okay.
anyway, she was going to UCLA at the time, and we made a trip out to Bundy Street where the murder happened. And
Oh wow.
because the murder happened on a Friday night, so we kind of knew where Rockingham was, and my father and I tried to go from the murder scene to his house. And in the testimony, it said that it took them about like 12 to 13 minutes. And we went on a Friday night, and Friday night, it's UCLA, the kids are out, it's a main
Yeah.
street. You can't go anywhere in 13 minutes. So I don't know what the timeline was for that, but even to this day, I still question that timeline. So that's just my 2 cents.
They hit all the lights correctly.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
He's using that underground famous people highway that they've been talking about.
Oh yeah.
Made by the Boring Company.
Yeah, and murdering 2 people and not one person seeing it at like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night when there's so much traffic.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, off the topic.
Yeah.
Way off the topic.
Well, we could segue back because he was
Exactly.
caught red in Vegas at a pawn shop or something,
Oh,
or arrested and convicted for trying to get his stolen goods back.
He had
Under-
stolen.
Under gunpoint.
He strong armed them, and he was arrested
Right.
at the Palace Station Hotel in his room in possession of them.
Yeah. What a tragedy. What
Wait,
an
somebody
American
muted Brian. What happened? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Can you hear me now?
tragedy. Loud and clear.
I apologize.
Well, what an American tragedy. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. But
Hey, George,
Go
what's
ahead.
on the horizon? I think I saw you on Lucha's show talking about possibly being interested in a certain brand or a
Yep.
certain piece. What
Well,
was that?
I'm swimming in the land of crazy with David Toon. So
David Toon.
Yeah. So I'm fixated on that. I think you guys had a question about which of the, I think Thomas asked the question about like getting rid of all your watches except for one, which one would it be, or something similar to that,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So I was thinking about that, and I go, God, it's so hard because I love I'd have a hard time between my DB25 and the RM11. So I don't know which
That's a
one,
tough
but
decision,
yeah, that's a tough
Life's
one.
rough. First world problem.
These are hard decisions, man. These are hard.
It's
hard.
what it is, right? So
Yeah.
I'd probably get rid of the RM and keep my David Toon, probably. Yeah.
I think you can keep 2, George. I think it depends
Oh.
on the size of the collection, and your collection warrants keeping 2. So you can
couple,
keep both.
yeah.
Well,
What about the Bethune or the Curly painting?
oh my God, the curly paintings are a little bit more sentimental to me and a little bit more pricey.
A little bit.
So
Especially
Yeah,
when
we'll
people found out it was actually Curly who was painted.
exactly, and it's signed Curly Q from back in his original time.
No, that's worth a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
But
it was-
it's the vintage Curly. You know?
But it was.
It's not Happy Meal. It's not whatever.
It's not this watered down version that we see
Exactly.
today. you know.
Exactly.
He's more corporate now.
Yeah.
what
He's
what
gone.
people
Go ahead.
what people don't know is that Curly painting was actually painted by Whistler's mother.
Nice.
We got a couple of super chats here. We have Ryan Hofre, $2. He says, George on the stream is a treat. God bless you, George.
Hey, thanks, Ryan.
And we got Tim Lewis, $2. He says, what do I buy me and my wife for under 150 each? G-Shocks.
Yep.
Yeah. G-Shock is a good
A nice,
call.
a nice dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forget
Steak
the
dinner
watch.
or a G-Shock.
Yeah.
Your choice. Dealer's choice.
Duro.
Matching moon swatches.
No, the moon swatches are 300.
Yeah, get a Duro.
You can get
There
a
you go.
pre-owned now. Can't you get it? There's people they have so many moon swatches, Brian, that they don't know what to do with them these days. I bet you they're selling them on eBay for like $50.
I thought they
Yeah.
were still going for over retail. Shit.
You better sell them quick.
Is Kelso still around? Hey, Kelso, are you there, buddy?
Yes, I've been
Hey,
muted. Yes.
He was napping
Did
for like
you,
30 minutes.
I know he's probably falling asleep there.
God, he's on some Jamaican
So-
combo meal deal right now.
I want to know. I want to know what happened to the Ulysse Nardine freak that you had. Did you ever end up getting?
I
your,
sold
oh,
it very
God.
quickly after I bought it. I owned it for probably 10 days, maybe 2 weeks.
The backlash was tremendous on that piece, Kessler. You
I
suffered.
wanted to try it out, and I
slings
made
and
money
arrows.
on it. I
was a
bought
nice
it for
piece.
15 grand. I sold it for 16.9.
It was nice. You flipped
That's a
it.
nice watch. That's a good looking watch.
It is. It is really good looking. I will tell you, it is a little bit annoying hearing the rotor spinning around. It makes it feel a little bit cheap, unfortunately. That was my only thing. I mean, that's not a big deal, but it is. It was very cool.
Also, yeah, I would say Seiko 5 with the
Yep.
you could buy the Seiko 5 for under 150 maybe on eBay. Yeah, that's a cool watch with the color GMT NH34 movement. I want to give Tim a little value. Tim's always watching the show, so I don't want to blow him off there, Tim. But I do like the idea of the steak dinner. That was the right. I think that was
Although
the
I
right
don't
one.
know, these days $150 may not get you much of a steak.
Yeah. Maybe like
That's you could buy some nice steaks at Costco, throw them on the grill,
Pretty much.
get some veggies, you're good to go.
Yep.
Outback Steakhouse.
There you go.
A little Outback. Blue man.
Do you guys have Texas Roadhouse over in the Northeast?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
you do? Okay.
Yeah.
And you do? Okay, great.
Yeah.
I don't know any like close to me, but I know they have them. I just don't
That's
know.
like
Longhorn
become like
Steakhouse. Yeah.
okay, yeah.
The honey butter and the rolls, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We got it over here.
Nice.
Do any of the other former New Yorkers here remember Tad's Steakhouse?
I remember I heard of Tad's. My uncle used to go to
that was
Tad's
the big
in Manhattan.
bargain thing. Yep.
Yeah, Tad's. Right?
Cap, I know you remember back in the 80s Sizzler, right?
Yep.
We going
Yeah.
Sizzler. Do you remember
I
Eddie
remember
Murphy?
Sizzler.
Eddie Murphy. What was it? Was that
Yeah.
Delirious or Raw? When he's in
No, no.
We're going to
wasn't that on the-
Sizzler.
Wasn't that White Men Can't Jump?
Is it? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Maybe.
No,
I remember
White
that
Men
was when
Can't
he was.
Jump.
That's when he was picking on the kids that were on food stamps.
Yeah. Or am I think I'm mixing it with when he goes, I got McDonald's and you ain't got no. Yeah, mixing.
Yeah, I think you're getting a mix.
We going Sizzler is different. I think I'm mixing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's White Men Can't Jump because
Yeah.
that was I think the scene when Wesley Snipes was nailing the 3-point shots and whatever, and then Woody Harrelson hops in and challenges him for money, and Wesley's guys are like, "We're going to see his." Oh man. Well, what else is up with everyone these days? Anything new on the horizon? Cap, I know what you got. Jen, what are you contemplating these days?
I can't buy anything right now, man. Although one thing that I would eventually like to get is a vintage Omega quartz. Like the 1330 model, because it's pretty much mechanical with just the circuit board added to it. So a lot of it is metal. So get one of those and like service it, wear it. So yeah, that's kind of my next project I'm looking for.
What date is that roughly?
Late
like
70s, early 80s.
Okay, late 70s, early 80s. Okay. Because my father-in-law had a Seamaster from the late 60s that we just recently got serviced.
Okay.
But I don't think that's quartz. So I was just wondering.
Yep.
JJ?
Yes,
I know what you want. I heard the whole story, man. That's wild.
I'm not happy about life right now. I'll tell you.
That's wild.
I am happy about life, but I'm not happy about my watch collecting life. I'm very aggravated. Yeah, I had to. You know what the worst part is? I mean, whatever. It is what it is. But I had one locked up for $51,000. It's a great price, but not only was it a great price, the dial was perfect. It looked just like I know it was because I saw multiple pictures of the watch. It wasn't like someone posted just the rendering, but it was like the exact 5 lines, like the 2 thick lines with the 3 thin line. It was perfect example, and it was cheap. The problem that the guy had was he wanted to sell it off. He was selling it on Chrono, but he didn't want to sell it on Chrono and pay the fee. So he was fishing on there, and he finagled his way through the emails on there to get my personal email and work out a deal. So he was in Colorado. Obviously, I'm in New York. So he was like, "Oh, how are we going to do this?" I'm like, "Well, you're the one who wants to sell it off site. Like, what do you want to do?" So I said, "Look, I have a friend." And I asked Marco, and Marco was like, "No problem, I'll facilitate." I said, "Send him the watch. He'll make sure it's real. I'll, wire you the money. Once it clears, you have it. He'll send it to me. He'll middleman it." Well, how could I know I could trust him? I was like, he works for $1 million company. They've been, multi-million-dollar company. They've been there, since like 1936. I don't think they're going to lose their reputation on a $50,000 watch, but he's like, "Well, to me, this is huge money." I said, "I totally understand that." I'm like, "But honestly, to them, it's nothing. This is like one small deal a day that they do." I'm like, "This is not a big deal for them. They'll do the whole thing for you. I'm just, I'm giving you an idea. We'll cover the shipping, insurance, the whole thing. He'll send you the label. You send it to him within, that as soon as it arrives to him the next overnight, I'll pay you within 2 days. You'll have your money and you'll be all set." I said, "This guy's not going to I said, "Here's the name of the place." Here, I sent him the link to, the website. I sent him the phone number. I said, "You could call, speak to people who work there, whatever." Oh, there you go. I lost my screen. I said, "Whatever you feel comfortable with. I understand you don't know these people like I do, so whatever you need to feel comfortable with, or if you have any other ideas, we'll do whatever, however you want." "Oh, maybe I'll just drive to New York." I was like, "All right, if you want to, it's up to you." But I said, the only thing is, if you meet me, you have to meet me somewhere. We have to get the watch, make sure it's real.
All right.
And I'll give you a bank check right on the spot. We'll go to my bank and I'll have them make the bank check right in front of you. So he goes back and forth. Then he wants to do it. I say, "Okay." I said, "Just make sure you definitely want to do it, because I'm going to sell my day date and put that money towards the watch. I don't want to have 2 day dates. I don't need 2 yellow gold day dates. It doesn't make sense for me." He's like, "Okay." So then he's like, "We'll touch base on like whatever, Monday, let's say." So deal's all done. Then he goes, "You know what? I think I'm going to wait."
Yep.
I said,
Damn.
"What do you mean you're going to wait?" "I think I want to wait." So he pulls it off of the site, Chrono. I said, "All right, whatever." Now I'm already, I'm annoyed, right? That happens. Then he puts it back on Chrono for even cheaper. So I messaged him and I said, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "You're going to, by the time you pay fees, you're getting like $2,000 less than the deal we had. You have the watch sold. What do you want to do? Do you want to meet me? How do you want to, work it?" And he goes, all he writes is, "Best of luck to you."
Oh.
So I'm like, fuck this guy.
Damn.
After I sold my watch.
Damn, this watch hobby is so damn hard. It's hard.
It's hard, man.
The only reason I sold
Man,
my
it's
watch.
hard. It's so damn hard. Hard, I tell you.
It's the
That's
only
right.
reason I sold the date. I traded the day date for a Meteorite Pepsi because I was getting his day date. I was like, "Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
I'll get the new, the Onyx. I'll have 2 stone dials. This would be perfect." Then I asked my AD. He's like, "Yeah, I don't even get those. I don't even see them." So, and I don't want to push him too hard, because if he gets a cut that I don't like, you know what I mean? Then what am I going to say? I don't like that cut. You know what I mean? It's a rough. This one was perfect. I've yet to find one anywhere near as good as that one.
Ah, boy.
Oy.
So
Yeah.
whatever. Like we
I
said,
wonder if
before,
he was running a scam.
first world problems.
You know, I
Um,
wonder if he was wanting you to send him the money and then he was going to back out, because it sounds like he was just throwing out bait for people, unfortunately. And when you pulled Marco in, that scared him off because it was legitimate. You know, they were going to vet it and everything, and then he would have to pony up the watch, and he may not have it. So it's just a thought.
when he posted it the second time, I was tempted to just buy it right on Chrono.
There you go.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the spot. But
Was he using the authenticator? Or I guess it would be at that price. They authenticate all of them, right?
They would have to.
Yeah.
Is the
But,
the authenticator on Chrono any good?
Yeah, I would imagine. So I don't think they're going to use. I mean, I don't know for sure. I never really bought anything on there, but
The reason I ask is because I don't think eBay for their authenticator. I don't think they opened the case back because they're afraid of voiding the warranty. So they can't verify the movement if they can't open the watch.
I mean, I would have
Has
a
any-
very expensive watch on.
Has
eBay.
Has anyone here on the panel bought anything from Chrono 24? Because I haven't.
I have,
Oh, okay.
No,
And how?
but only very inexpensive pieces.
Hmm.
Yeah, I bought like $1,000 watch from there. What was it? I bought the Spinnaker watch there.
Yeah, I think
I
I
know.
almost, the most expensive piece I bought on Chrono is like a $2,000 Hamilton.
Right.
I sold that
Brian
Ulysses
thought-
Nardine Freak on there, and it was pretty easy. And it's
Okay.
actually kind of nice because then they can pay credit card.
Interesting. Brian, you bought from eBay before, right? Many times, right?
Bought and sold.
Yeah.
Bubba says, I said from the beginning, yeah, he did say this. It may be a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Unless you're mailing me one from your AD for my birthday, Bubba. It doesn't feel that way. But no, I know what you mean. It could have definitely.
I mean, yeah, you don't want to get burned for $50K.
No.
I don't know how they would even know if it's an aftermarket die. I mean, I guess they know. That's why you send it to an authenticator, right? What do I know?
Interesting.
Well,
Oh, we got
should.
Mikey in the chat. Hey, Mikey, good to see you. He wants to know where is Happy
Hey,
Meal?
Mikey. Yeah, where is Happy Meal?
I don't know.
He's
Happy
right-
Meal, hop on, man.
He's right there over George's shoulder.
Wait, wait,
Yeah,
wait.
there he is. If you only knew how much his portrait was worth, it's priceless. Curly's a work of
Well,
art.
Yeah. I could use some Rolex advice.
All right,
Since
you're in the
I'm
right
not
place.
I'm not a Rolex person. I've owned exactly 2 Rolexes in 20 years of collecting. So I am sort of Rolex ignorant, but I'm pondering one of 2 Rolexes. One being the Sprite, since I am in fact left-handed, and I do in fact wear watches on my right wrist. And that would require trading in a couple of easily replaceable watches. Or the other alternative that's appealing on an aesthetic level is the mint green dial Sky Dweller.
Mm.
But that would require trading in some pieces that would hurt.
And they're gonna crush you on the trade-in. So
Yeah.
And the mint green is hotter and harder to find than the Sprite is.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
yeah, the Sprites people pretty much buy them and flip them right away. They're readily available. You can get a good deal on.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it seems like every day I've got an alert in on Chrono 24, believe it or not, and every day I get a message that there are like 3 new Sprites having been added, and they're like dozens and dozens of them. It's really odd. But
There was a shitload of people that were buying them up before Watches and Wonders.
yeah, thinking it was
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to be discontinued.
Yeah, so now I've seen some on Moda for 12.5 to 13.
Yeah.
For Sprite?
Yeah, no box, no
That's-
papers. But you
oh,
want a
okay.
box and papers one, 14.5.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've seen them. My one of my preferred dealers has it for like 15, but I can get it
Hmm.
lower, I presume.
And what's the MSRP on that? 14?
11.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a stainless steel Jubilee GMT.
Yeah. I sold mine right around that Watches and Wonders time because people were. Oh, maybe it was a little before that, but I know people were going to speculate, and I wound up getting pretty good money for it too. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
yeah. I never wore that watch because I don't know, it was just too weird.
Yeah.
I'd get the Sprite.
Yeah, I mean, if you wear it on your right, it's not weird. If you
Yeah.
on your
Yeah,
left,
that way I preserve some watch value.
No, but as a left-hander that wears my watch on the right, it is weird because I've never had to worry about where the crown was on a watch.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I've gotten used to wearing right-handed watches on my right wrist, so
Yeah,
it's not that big a deal.
Hey, why don't you get the Sprite and wear it on your left hand?
yeah, really.
Hey,
How about that?
Cap, why don't you shut up and just stick to all your subs?
Hey, I got a couple of GMTs, man. That would be in the Rolex collection. See, Brian? That's where
you and your
I've
first
never really
world.
liked GMTs. I just find that extra hand to be just so busy.
No, that's the best part.
I love GMTs, man.
Yeah, that's not for me.
I got the Pepsi on. Hold on.
No, it's always nice to have an extra hand in there. Sometimes.
And the bezel, the 120 click bezel is the best fidget spinner ever.
The 24 click
Oh,
bezel
nice.
Look at that.
rotates better.
This was a Marco from his early days.
Marco, the early years.
I tell you, that's one of my favorite watches. I was actually contemplating selling it since I got the Meteorite Pepsi, but I'm like, nah.
It's a cool watch, man. It really is. And I thought about selling it too, and then I'm like, are you freaking crazy? Not selling this thing.
So we got a $5 super chat here from your friend Mikey. Thank you, Mikey. He said, "Don't let the sauce stick. Keep stirring." Little Goodfellas reference there.
So, if you had to do a 3-piece Rolex collection, gentlemen and gentle ladies, what would it be? What would it be?
Explorer 1.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, I haven't met you before. You said your name was Kurt, is that right?
Yeah.
I'm
How are you
sorry.
doing?
Okay, perfect. Fine, thanks, Kurt. I'm George.
Yeah, Explorer 1. Sub, not sure if I do date or no date. Third one, I don't know. I like those two.
Can we all agree that one of the three has to be a sub?
I guess Daytona
No.
for the third.
No.
I knew Brian would cause trouble.
I'm with Brian.
I know also.
Yes, George. You know the answer.
No,
One must be a
I
sub.
know.
No,
We know this.
How can it
but
not be?
It has to be. It has to be.
Yeah.
Hey, the chosen people are saying no, so therefore you all have to follow.
All right. Brian.
You guys know that I have a habit to lean towards the somewhat offbeat. So the sub is too conventional. For me, I mean,
You can find a sub that fits your non-conventionalism.
Yeah.
You got to dig deep.
What's the old saying about the sub? It's the one watch you can wear to the boardroom, to the beach. Isn't that what Danny Govberg used to say all the time?
Yeah. The original James Bond.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely.
For me, that's easy. I go Steel Pepsi on Jubilee. I get the new Pikachu Oyster Flex Yellow Gold Daytona and Rose Gold Olive Day Date.
Well, that's not too bad, actually. Not too bad.
So it'd be easy for me because I got two of the three already because I'd keep the Sprite. I'd keep the Meteorite Pepsi. And then the third one would be the Rose Gold Eisenkeisel dial with baguette.
Ah, man after my own heart. Love that.
That's part of my
Tesla?
flashy trashy.
Time to wake up.
Ultimate 3-piece. All right, I'll give you
3-piece Rolex.
Oh, only Rolex.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
shit.
that new brand.
Yes.
I'd get the Platinum 1908.
Nice choice.
Let's see. I'd probably go Eisenkeisel Day Date.
Ah, man of good taste.
And you need some sort of sports. I don't know. I'm open. Maybe a white gold Smurf.
Ooh, I like
Deep
it.
value. That's a great value.
That's
right
a
now.
nice
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah, great value.
Got a
Jen, what about
sports
you?
in there. Yeah.
I gotta get one of those.
So I would do a Coke GMT, red sub for
Okay.
my birthday watch,
Nice.
and then let me see what it's a 118348. It's a solid gold date with a diamond bezel and diamond and onyx pave dial.
Ooh. Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's I'd go with just a regular sub. I'd like a GMT, what Cap has on his wrist, and I'll go with the solid gold Daytona, vintage, the Zenith.
bad choice.
I'm going to go with the Sprite that I just was talking about, the Sky Dweller I was talking about, and for the third piece, a white gold Yachtmaster on Oyster Flex.
Oh, that's a nice one too.
Like that
nice.
too.
Yeah. That's the new release, right? The 40 is that the new one? The 41 millimeter? Yeah.
41
nice
millimeter,
one. Yeah, that's a nice one.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm
killer pieces.
I give honorable mention to a, believe it or not, this is where you can throw things, a Yachtmaster 2.
Ooh. That's
Whoa.
You're
What?
brave soul.
Yeah.
Right off the road there.
Yeah, you just drove off a bridge, man.
I
You drove off a cliff with that one.
I think
Oh
that
my
I think that's
God.
grounds for getting booted from
I
the panel.
think so too. Yeah, I'll have to.
It says
Yeah, we have
Captain
to.
Flashy Trashy.
We have to call a foul on this one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Party foul.
Yeah.
Well, it was
nice.
interesting choices. I'd have to say, shit, man, you guys have so many. You threw out so many good options that it's hard to pick 3 from all the ones we just mentioned. But I like what Jen said. I like I'm going to go double red. How about this?
Okay.
I'll throw out the double red Sea Dweller, 1655. Crispy. Since I'm in a Sea Dweller state of mind, I've been hunting that George for like 3 months until I wound up with the one I got. So that one seems really cool. It's the first double red they made, like very few of them. So that would be insane. I have to have a sub, which is redundant, but in a 3-piece. But I'll get a sub, no date. I'll get like a 14060. I'll go with aluminum sub, just a plain sub, i.e. the no date. And the third piece would be between a day date and a Daytona, and it has to be gold.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Day date is gold. It's going to be all gold. Which Daytona? Oh, you know what? I like the ombres. So I'd probably go, and I'm struggling if I get it on a day date. It would be the ombre rose and black, or the green with yellow. I'm really stuck between those two. Like if you had to pick, how about this? And then Daytona, I guess, would be out of that 3-piece. Shockingly, in a shocking turn of events. I know.
You know what I'm finding out in my journey with watch collecting is if I could go back and tell myself, one of my friends once told me, once you start with Rolex and then you go to Patek, Vacheron, all the independents, and then you come right back to Rolex. I think in hindsight, I think it's just best to just stay at Rolex and never go through the cycle.
It's definitely a lot less torture. There's no doubt about that.
It is. I would just be happy. Like you were talking about, Cap, like the day date. I'm finding, wearing a Daytona with a suit goes just as well as wearing a nice day date these days. You know what I'm saying? Times have changed.
I'd go Oyster Flex. Yeah, Oyster Flex, maybe the Ghost. Or I love the Ghost. It's really cool.
Space Panda.
Or is that the reverse Ghost? Which one is the?
Yeah. Silver dials, black.
I like the one with the black dials, silver sub dials.
Silver subs.
Because that watch reminds me a lot of the Royal Oak I'm going to botch the reference, but I think it's the 23310, or I'm going to destroy it. But the 10 Sheen has.
Fuck AP.
I think that's a good looking watch, man. And that
It's a 22310, right?
something like that.
Yeah.
It
I
might
thought
be.
I was muted.
I'd have to look it up, but it was the generation prior to the new generation.
Yeah.
So the sub registers, I think the one at the 6 o'clock is a bit smaller than the others. Beautiful watch, man. 41 mil, and that watch used to be 80 grand. It's now 35.
I remember that.
I mean, how can you not like it at 35? You know, if it was cool at 80, it's staring you in the face at 35. Now it doesn't have an AP in-house movement, and it's got a module, so I think people are getting very nitpicky on that stuff.
Yeah, it was actually, I remember you guys were talking about great market deals. I remember back in like 2019, 2018, Chase had a 23310 ST, the same as Oshin with the Panda dial. That's what we're referencing, right?
That's the one. Yeah,
the Panda dial.
Yep, that's it.
Because I owned that watch, and at that time it was on his website for like sub 28,000. I think it was like 27.5. Yeah, it was dirt cheap, Cap. Dirt cheap.
If we could only go back in time.
Yeah, and the 15400 at the time was like sub like $17,000.
Yeah, and now they're all reverting, maybe not to those levels, but you know, they're close enough at this point. I think you could be pretty confident and pick those up, you know, and
they're pretty much
and not get hurt too bad.
I think they're pretty much washed out. I mean, I don't know how much. I'm not a watch market predictor or anything, but I guess things can always go lower. But you wonder at a certain point, how much lower can some of these watch prices go, right? I just kind of wonder.
Well, especially George, when they keep raising the prices.
Exactly.
Now
there
the
has to be a
excuse,
floor, right?
Now the excuse is, well, it's not. It's it could be justifiable, of course, tariffs, but then they add on top of that the Swiss franc's getting stronger, right? That's what Rolex was saying, or the CEO, and these other companies are talking about currency valuation. So they keep raising the prices, and that kind of helps pull things up from the prices of the other watches get kind of pulled up into that, and kind of raises the floor.
But if you remember, though, I'll be honest with you, back in like 2006, I remember like the Swiss franc, the US dollar was equal to like 1.40 Swiss francs. It was the other way. You remember those days? And the euro was like $1 was like equal to like 1.40 or 50. But I remember buying my first GMT. It was like $4,850.
That's crazy.
So, isn't that crazy? When I think about it, I have the original receipt here. Yeah. And I look at that and I'm like, damn, how did it go from like $4,850 in like 2006 to where it is now?
That's true.
Greed.
Yeah.
It's all greed.
Yeah, they'll raise it as much as they can. And then somebody was saying, well, they raised it, they raised these prices, and they're like, well, it's going to make it harder for the Rolex ADs. Let's say the ones that are not Bucherer, that are not Rolex owned. It's going to make it harder for them to move pieces like the Cookie Monster, for example, which is already trading in the gray market at a steep discount, 20-30%, something like that. And I was thinking to myself, I said, in 2018, as late as I want to say 2017, or I actually think it's 2018, I walked into a Rolex AD. There was a Smurf in the case, and that was fine. Like the Rolex ADs had the Smurf. Eventually a customer will come in who has the means. They're going to like that watch and they'll buy it. And so there's I don't know. This is not unprecedented where Rolex might have a Cookie Monster available right then and there in a case where people can go in. And if they want to spend whatever I don't know if it's 45 or 50. I don't even know where the price is right now on that watch, 40 something. They could buy it.
It's when you think about it, it's like a white gold Daytona is roughly what, about 50,000 now? Am I roughly in the ballpark? That is really a lot of money. I mean,
It
a
is.
lot of money. So
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, I guess I guess there's an endless group of people who are willing to buy it, but if there's any kind of slowdown, I'm pretty sure they'll stop raising their prices, and they may think about reverting back to some normalcy. But we'll see.
Yeah.
But it hasn't happened so far.
Yeah,
Well,
but
well,
Yeah,
children, I have to say goodnight. I'm fading fast here, so
Brian,
all
See
good
y'all.
night.
Thanks for hanging,
Brian.
Brian.
I'm actually
We'll
gonna
see
wrap.
you. We'll see you on Lucha's stream.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna wrap now too. I realize there's over 2 hours. I got to get moving here, but we're gonna finish off with Nick V 279 Canadian. He says thoughts on white 3861 and a no date sub as a 2 and done. I think that's a pretty good 2 and done. What do you
Pretty
guys?
good deal. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Yeah.
I like it. I like the variation of the white. You could go with a GMT to complete the trio, but not really necessary. I like no date, nice and easy, nice and clean.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
Get the speedy and the sub checked.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I would say maybe you might want to add, in my opinion, is like a Cartier Santos Dumont as like a dress piece, another no date, nice clean dress watch.
Yeah, both no dates, right?
Cartier, Omega, Rolex, done.
Yeah.
But
There you
as it is, I think you're good. But if I were to expand, that's what I would probably get. I would probably get if in that price range, I think it matches up really nice with the rest of your collection. I'd probably go Cartier Santos Dumont. Final answer.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right, guys. On that note,
All
we're
right.
gonna wrap it up.
All right.
Hope you guys enjoyed.
Thank you so much.
today's
Have a great
episode.
You
weekend.
guys.
Take
Thank
it
you.
All right,
easy.
guys.
Have a
Great
good one,
weekend. See you
everybody.
Sunday,
care.
G.
Take care. Take care. Bye
All
bye.
right, we'll see you guys in the next one. Let's see if I can find an outro here. What do we want to play today? All right, we'll give a little Mr. GMT.
Can't beat my meat. Awesome homemade Greek style food. Come and get it. Our awesome gyros. Come and get it. Our big breakfast. Come and get it. Our Wednesday special charcoal pork shifty and souvlaki. Come and get it. Our Thursday special cabbage rosé. Come and get it. And our biggest seller, souvlaki. Tuesday, Friday. Come and get it. And don't forget, in 2024, come and get it and you won't regret it.